Yes, Iceberg's the name.
All right, so welcome to Before the Fame with DJIceberg.com. Today, I'm your host, Ruben Wood, and we got special guests in the building, Stunner Dior. I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for having me.
Definitely. So now, the first thing I want to ask you is, how did you get your start into doing music?
I would say the introduction to music, it truly came growing up in Detroit, just because that's the culture around me. So everybody's pretty much engulfed in music. I was around a lot of rappers. I just remember always being involved in music from when I was young. I went to Winans Academy of Performing Arts. I went to DSA. That's the same school that Aaliyah went to. So I've kind of always been in the performing atmosphere and field growing up for me. And then it wasn't until this past year over quarantine where I was like, no, now it's really time for me to drop something. I was going crazy with the music videos. Shout out to Fabio Foreign. I did the Famous Dex, Pop Smoke, all of that. Meg The Stallion. I'm in a new Noriega, Method Man, Dreamed Out, DJ Khaled video. So it was just like, yo, I'm right here in the scene. I have to put my imprint and let them know what I'm doing.
Right. So speaking of quarantine, now, how has quarantine life been for you?
It's been good.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
A lot of doors. I think that it was just another way to like kind of to see what you were capable of, because if you gonna get it, you gonna get it regardless. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what changes around you. So everything might have stopped, but one thing about me, I never stopped. So when quarantine, from the day of lockdown, I'm not gonna lie, I was outside from day one. And shout out to my team, Evo Agency. They also kept me booked and busy, so we was still making tours. I dropped my song over quarantine. So I was moving around. We were doing a lot of music videos at that time, just because it wasn't like a lot of people could really do other things. But all the artists that was at home in New York was just straight up shooting, so you can get that. That's how you get your money, your streams. So I just capitalized on what I could, and from there I've been going ever since. And now look, we about to open back up, and it's lit.
Definitely, that's what's up. So now, since you talked about you being booked, have you done a lot of performances during COVID as well?
Yeah, I would say I haven't done a lot, but I have been performing. I've done a lot of interviews and a lot of appearances that I've made. A lot of stuff been locked down, so that's just been kind of keeping some of the performances from, really going crazy. But I definitely been performing. I know I did like 6 shows since I've been here in Atlanta over this weekend. When I was back home in New York, I had the release party for my song, and I performed there. I performed right before I left a few days ago. So it's kind of been consistent for me performing. I know it just been way more if everything was really, really open.
Okay, definitely. So now, how has All-Star Weekend been for you?
It's been busy. I'm not gonna lie. All-Star Weekend has been really, really busy for me. I got a lot of friends, a lot of big names that's in town, and I've been so busy, with my own schedule and agenda. I'm gonna keep it real. I said everybody calling it All-Star Weekend. My itinerary is looking like All Stunner Weekend. That's what I said straight up before I came out here. I was like, it's All Stunner Weekend. So I've been straight busy. I haven't been able to link up with like everybody that I really, really wanted to and do all the leisurely things, but I'm blessed that I'm able to continue to be working.
Okay, so that's what's up. So now, have you met anybody new this weekend or past weekend while you was doing?
I ain't meet no basketball players. Like, I just knew I was gonna be a basketball wife after this weekend. I just knew my time was now. All this touring this for no reason. I did not get to meet a husband. I wasn't gonna meet a Atlanta husband, no shade, but I was just looking for somebody that was in town visiting like me.
Oh, okay, all right. So you position yourself for a draft, first draft pick then. Okay, all right. So, is there anybody that you wanted to work with that you thought about meeting while you were in town for this weekend?
You said anybody I thought about working with specifically?
Yeah, that you like.
That I knew was here?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could get my hands on a lot of people. I would love to work with the big boss, Rose. I don't know what we do together, but I love people that's really into the business side of things and that get their money beyond just doing music and stuff. It's all about the marketing, how they carry themselves and the growth over the years in the industry, the consistency for me. So any artist that's like a major name and they carry themselves well and they found other avenues within the industry to do business, I'm really big on that because I'm a businesswoman first and foremost before I consider myself an artist, a model, and everything. And I have a crazy resume, but I consider myself a businesswoman because I make shit happen.
Right. So let's talk about that for a second. So What made you start your own TV situation, your own TV network?
Yeah, so I have my own TV network. It's a channel. It's available on Apple TV, Verizon, and Roku platforms. And honestly, the inspiration behind that was just growing up. We were able to watch a lot of MTV, VH1, and we was watching Behind the Music, Lifestyles, The Rich and Famous. It's where I got a lot of I just wanted to watch, all the artists and see how they get to live. It really inspired me to be like, okay, this is the life that I can live and this is the life that I deserve. So for me, I felt like TV this was lacking that. We didn't have no more 106 in Park, no official music videos, countdowns. I was going to TRL. I had some relationships was there, so I would pull up to TRL every now and then. But the new TRL just not the same as the old one.
Right.
So it's just like, I seen room in that lane for opportunity, and I was able to work with UMR. That's the person who owns the top of the network, who gave me the opportunity, and they just seen the network and the connections and the resources that I had, and he was like, listen, I see your creativity. I was supposed to start with just having a show, and from then it grew. They was like, no, you deserve way more than a show, just because I see how you making things happen. I see your team. I see how you moving, and I was blessed to get the opportunity to have my own network, where now I'm using my platform to share with other influencers and other creative entrepreneurs as well, because I want people to be able to put their music videos up, to create dope show concepts, and to be able to show off like what our culture is doing. They told me that they was in a meeting with the head of Roku, and he was watching all the channels, and they were talking to him. They was like, they brought up my channel, and he said, oh, I didn't even know we had other urban channels outside of Revolt. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm whitelisted. You know what I mean? I'm whitelisted. I'm commercialized. It's a free streaming service. I'm official. It's not anything like, you know what I mean? So when you watch my stuff, you're going to see Cadillac commercials. You're going to see all the official stuff, advertisements. So, it's kind of a big deal for someone in my age to be able to do. And I just want to be able to give my opportunity that I have to share with other people.
Right, definitely. So since we in Atlanta and we talking about, you being in Atlanta, have you tried any of the food in Atlanta?
Man, I love me some Atlanta food, some soul food. I think I would be fat as hell if I lived here, honestly. Honestly.
So what has been like your favorite food spot in Atlanta since you've been here?
So I've been coming back to Atlanta since I was 18 years old. I think the first time I came here when I was like 16. I threw my 18th birthday party in Atlanta for at Mansion Elan. I remember my mom was like, oh, what you want to do for your birthday? And I'm like, yo, I know the hottest 18 and up city in the club, in the club of the city. Like, and I was living in Arizona back then. I flew all the way over, and that's where I've turned up at. And I used to go to Papa Do's all the time, so I want some Papa Do's. I like everything. What Drake said, can I get an order of lemon pepper, please? Like, I don't even want to eat lemon pepper if I'm not in New York, like not in Atlanta, because in New York it's basuda. So Atlanta is where it's at. I need me some good hearty soul food with some seasonings. Now I'm craving some seafood. Like, you tell me what's the good spots that I need to try, because you live here.
You need to go to Big Daddy's on Southside.
What they got?
They got soul food off Old National.
Okay.
You also need to go check out Juicy Crab too.
Okay, we got Juicy Crab.
Okay.
I need something else more like homey.
Hey, well, go to Old Lady Gang or something like
Old
that.
Lady Gang.
Yeah.
That's really what it's called?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, the old lady's on something different. He said Old Lady Gang.
yeah, that's Candy Restaurant.
No,
too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I watched the show, so I know she was opening. Okay, all right. Well, thanks for putting me on. I'm going to get something to eat right when I leave here.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now the last question I want to ask you is, where can people find you at on social media?
They can find me everywhere on social media, on TV. They can find me wherever they need to find me. You can find me on Instagram at The Real Stunna Dior. You can find me on your Roku remote or your Apple TV remote. It's free to subscribe. That's Stunna Dior TV. You can find me on YouTube, and you can Google me if you need to find me anywhere else. They can definitely check that new song out, Twirl It, and that's available on all platforms. And the music video is dropping real soon, shot by celebrity videographers, Mills Media team. Shout out to them. They shot the Uproar video and Bon Jovi video, the Fabio Foreign Famous Dex Scooped Out video, where I got the lead role in that as well. So shout out to them for that.
Okay, so that's what's up. So we appreciate you for stopping by Before the Fame with DJIceberg.com, and make sure you all keep it locked, tune in.
Thank you for having me. Bow.